what's going on? You are tuned into the Daily Geek right here on SweetGeekTV. I am your host, Griffin Granberg, and you know what? Today is March the 19th, 2009, episode 137 of the Daily Geek. Lots of geek news, so let's get to it. Starting with story numero uno, Gmail is getting quite the feature. In fact, there must be some really smart Googlers there because this was actually a bug, but somehow they're going to play this off as a feature, and you know what? I like it. In fact, I think that a lot of email programs should have this. What is it, you say? Gmail is getting an undo option after you send a message. Now, basically what happened was there was some sort of bug or delay that gave you a little 5-second window where it would take to send your message, and some people actually noticed this. And what did the Googlers do? They made an option where now it says send message or whatever, and then it says undo, and if you hit undo right then, it unsends the message. Now, how tight is that? I mean, if you're like me, you sent an email where you're like, hey, check out this cool attachment, and then the attachment, you forgot to attach it. Yeah. Or maybe, you know, you're trying to get back with an ex and you're like, oh, please, blah, 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 blah. And then you realize you come to your senses right after you hit the send button and you're like, oh man, we need to take this back. Well, now you're going to be able to go to your settings, Google Apps area, and then add this on to your Gmail account if you so choose. Story number two, the game industry grew last month, but you know what? It was actually down, so if that makes any sense. They only grew by 10%, okay? This is kind of sad for the gaming industry, but it's really not that bad of a deal because tons of people, I mean, even people that I know would love to see 10% growth in their industry just no matter what. So 10%, not that bad, but it is one of the lowest months they've had in a while. Moving on, story number three, Pure Digital, the makers of the Flip Mino and the Flip Mino HD, which I have and I enjoy. I totally love it. It's good for catching those, like, you got that friend at the bar and he never does karaoke, but he's so sloshed that you're like, oh yeah, I have to get this. Now granted, you can take out your, Canon Digital Elf and do it on there. Okay, yeah, I understand. But what about the Flip Mino? You hit power, boom, in less than like 2 or 3 seconds, you are recording your buddy for a nice Facebook, YouTube post later on. But anyways, Pure Digital, the makers of these Flip Mino cameras, actually got sold. That's right. They got picked up by Cisco, which is kind of a cool deal because, they picked up over $500 million in stock. Okay, so it's not cash money, but hey, that's not that bad. I don't think Cisco's going anywhere. So congratulations to Pure Digital on that. If you want to read their whole history, check out the interesting link section on our main site, SweetGeek.tv. Moving on, story number four, iTunes is getting the ability to actually download and buy HD movies. Now, you've always been able to rent the movies, at least, I think it's been at least over a year now, but now you're going to be able to buy them. How much is it going to cost? $20, okay? So that's not really any less than, picking up a DVD. Well, sort of, you know what I'm saying, like, okay, 20 bucks, gets you this HD movie right there on your iTunes. Pretty cool feature. Story number five, last story of the day. I know I've been talking about this a lot, so much that I'm pretty sure most of you probably want to slap me by now, but talking about Facebook and the new redesign, I almost felt like someone was just gonna come and knock me over or something. But here's the deal, is a lot of people don't like it. In fact, you're installing a third-party application that's called Vote on the new Facebook layout, and 94% of the people that installed that do not like it. In fact, here's the deal, is that I'm always for the developer side because I think applications have to move on, they have to progress, right? But the thing is I think they had their sites set on Twitter so much that they actually hindered their service, okay? Because, I mean, it's hard to find events. Have you even tried to yet? I mean, there's a lot of different areas that were easily accessible in the last version that aren't in the new version. So here's the deal is, yeah, some people say 0.5% or barely 1% of people are upset about it, but some of these are the most vocal people on Facebook, including the tech crowd in Silicon Valley, not liking the new update. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, and I'm not going to talk about it excessively, but if something changes, the game plan I'll make sure to let you know right here on the Daily Geek. And there you have it. That is the Geek News for March the 19th, 2009, episode 137 of the Daily Geek. I'm your host, Griffin Granberg, and let's do a question of the day, shall we? The question of the day is, have you seen a Flip Mino? Do you own a Flip Mino? Do you like it? Do you like the possibility of taking video no matter where you're at, just within seconds? Boom, boom, boom! You are taking video? That's what I want to know. Make sure you leave a comment no matter where you're at. I will comment back to every single comment left. I promise you that. And you know what? Tomorrow is Friday. Thank the heavens it's Friday. Very excited about that. Let's do a Daily Geek tomorrow. I'll see you then.